Welcome to the Toad Data Modeler to Erwin Data Modeler Model Conversion Bridge Overview. Let's start by installing the Bridge utility. Download the Bridge utility and then run or double-click the installer file. Read and accept the license agreement and then follow the displayed prompts to install the Model Bridge Conversion utility. Okay, it's time to run the Model Conversion utility. The installation process has created a new Start menu item. This item, named Toad DM to Erwin DM Bridge 1.0, is found in the Erwin Files group. Click this menu item to run the utility. Let's select some Toad Data Modeler model files to convert to Erwin Data Modeler. This utility has a simplistic user interface that conceals a complex background process. There are only 4 buttons that an end user can press. Save to disk, which saves the resulting Erwin DM model files to a local workstation. Save to MART, which saves resulting Erwin DM model files to a designated MART library. Clear, which clears the displayed Bridge utility messages. And Close, which closes and exits the Model Conversion Bridge utility. Note, as indicated, the 2 Save buttons are mutually exclusive. After clicking the Save to Disk button, the Source Destination panel is displayed. Click the Select Source button or drag and drop Toad model files onto the panel to identify Toad DM models for conversion. Next, click the Select Destination button to identify the workstation folder for the resultant Erwin DM model files. If you wish to save the resultant Erwin DM model files to a MART, click the Save to MART button. This will display the Connect to MART panel. Enter your MART connection details, which are similar to those entered in Erwin DM, and then click the Connect button. A message panel will be displayed indicating the MART connection status, either connected or not connected. Click OK to close this message panel. Then click the Select Source button or drag and drop Toad model files onto the Source Destination panel in order to identify Toad Data Modeler models for conversion. Next, click the Select MART Library button to identify the target MART library folder for the resultant Erwin DM model files. The selected library is added to the Source Destination panel. If you wish to target a different MART than the one selected, click the Disconnect MART button and then click the Save to MART button in order to redo the MART connection process. Okay, let's run a conversion process. Before clicking the Convert button, you should consider clicking the Append Timestamp to File checkbox. Doing so will ensure your resultant Erwin DM model files have a unique file name. Otherwise, the resultant Erwin Data Modeler files may overwrite any previously converted model files of the same name and without warning. Click the Convert button to begin the model conversion process. Conversion progress is displayed on the main Bridge utility panel. When all models have been converted, which is indicated by either success or fail in the status column, you can 1. Close and exit the utility, 2. Clear the conversion log display, or 3. Rerun the utility via the Save to Disk or Save to MART buttons. To ease the verification and validation process, here are some important notes to keep in mind. This bridge requires Toad Data Modeler version 7.2 or newer model files. Erwin Data Modeler modeling notation is taken from the Toad Data Modeler All Items workspace. Toad Data Modeler logical models are converted to Erwin Data Modeler logical only models. Toad Data Modeler physical models are converted to Erwin Data Modeler physical only models. At this time, only Oracle, SQL Server, Azure Synapse, and Teradata models are supported in this utility. Additional database targets may be added in future releases and based on user feedback. Toad Data Modeler workspaces are converted to Erwin Data Modeler subject areas. Colors, fonts, object positions, and model object properties are migrated from Toad Data Modeler to Erwin Data Modeler and within reasonable limits. Not all model objects have the same meaning in each modeling product. The two products do not manage or maintain the same model properties. Migrated table entity color is based on object header color, not shape fill color. All converted code properties, that is, triggers, functions, procedures, scripts, etc., should be manually examined, updated, and/or corrected to ensure they can execute as originally intended. And finally, refer to the Toad Data Modeler Conversion Bridge Utility Guide to see how to export custom Toad user interface settings as a template for the conversion to Erwin Data Modeler. This is a side-by-side visual comparison of the Toad Data Modeler sample model file video rental. Quick visual inspection of these two models indicates a similar display layout. The Toad DM workspaces have been successfully migrated as Erwin DM subject areas. The displayed model objects are showing the same model object properties, that is, null, options, data types, keys, etc., and colors appear reasonably close within product limits. Of course, more extensive verification and validation should be performed to ensure the converted models look and perform as expected in all essential situations. Thank you for taking this opportunity to view the Toad Data Modeler to Erwin Data Modeler Model Conversion Bridge Utility Overview.